the rec league.
Yeah, definitely. And obviously, if you're Philly Fires, you already touched on this. Not very solid on those S&Ds, so this map 1 is definitely going to be a must-win if they want to stick around to see the later maps. But off the break here, Crash going to find an early nade, kill Enzo on the trade to Merc middle map. The balance is just all swinging the way of the hill for Green Bay, as looks like Philly is focused more towards the middle of the map. However, the push comes in, Gothard finds 2, Crash on 1 as well, and the kills flood the way of the yellow side. And Green Bay Goats are in a tough spot here off respawn. However, the pressure not quite through yet from Philly. The shots are coming through now. Gothard not able to find any. 2 go down from Green Bay. Merc staying left on the hill. 1v1 for that. Gets pinches, though, by Scap through the middle side. And a pretty contested P1 to start the break, but the rotation is now what we're focusing on.
Yeah, and it is the rotation right now for Green Bay as they do sneak through. There's player number 4 and Enzo sneaking behind. Kills going back and forth right now. Philly will collect the rest of the scrap time, and a big gunfight in the back of the map that is won by Enzo. So again, Green Bay will continue to hold these spawns and try to get some time on this P2.
Yeah, and they're already going to be standing on this. It's going to be a push out of Philly. A bit staggered at the moment due to the kills out of Jas and Scapoon, but looks like they're going to start spawning up towards that P5, and one has managed to make his way into the back. That's Merc. However, does get hunted down by Jas. However, Gothard on the early trade of the push-up. Zahid finds one Enzo on the second. One player in the back left gets taken down. A nice clean wave for Green Bay Goats. They've cemented their hold through here. And Scap going huge at bottom church. Finds 2 there. The push being stunted in the middle of the map. Just kind of nowhere left to go for the Philly Fighters as they try to reclaim their positioning. The kills continue to fly through, and a combined 13 spree for Green Bay Goats as we will head to the rotation for the P3.
It was a really good job there by Green Bay. I mean, they held a hill that is not traditionally really a money hill, and they held a lot of that time. So, Jas now on the 5 spree at 7 and 3 as the rotations are coming in. Philly is set up for this P3. They're really looking for a big hill here after, you know, that P2, which was not great for them. But now for Green Bay, you're going to have to group up and try to get into a hill that is really, really hard to break.
And it looks like it's going to be coming to the top side here. Gothard finds one, the early blood. Merc as well on the field side finds one as well. Crash, everybody doing their part as all 4 go down for Green Bay. They'll be spawning up tile side now. Looks like they're mounting their push through fire through the roof. It seems as though Philly have read this correctly. However, trades go back and forth. Zahid flies on through. 3 versus 2 advantage. Scap makes it a 3 versus 1. Fire is the only place that they can push through now. Gothard gets taken down on that. And the kills have found their way back in the way of Green Bay. They'll be able to get the remaining 25 seconds or so. Probably get one more push in if you're Philly, but with the holds that Green Bay have had so far, we probably just want to chalk it up, go to P4.
Yeah, and I think that's what they'll do now with 15 or so seconds left. And yeah, good job by Green Bay to, you know, break in. Philly got a decent amount of time, but probably not as much as they would want now. And now the setup for this P4 hill is you're going to see those players checking the back to make sure no Green Bay players snuck through. And now just the waiting game right now, just waiting for the group up here as the kills are coming in. Enzo does find one. Now looking to get on this point here and find more with the kills in the back before he is getting traded. But right now, again, Green Bay getting the kills they need. It just seems like they're getting all the kills right now, and it's giving them the lead that they have.
Yeah, and Green Bay really aren't rotating to these kills early. It's almost as though they were like, you know what, fine, we'll give up the rotation. We're confident in our breaks. We're confident in the pressure that we're putting out. We can afford to just give them the first initial time. We'll break it. We'll get the majority of the time, and then we'll go and we'll continue our pressure like that. And honestly, when you have players on Green Bay that are just slaying out like this, 3 of them over 10 kills before Philly Fighters have 1, just an absolute massacre on the side of that. Philly Fighters probably going to be able to get the scrap time, but P5 rotation is in here. Enzo picks up 2, though, and he's actually going to claim the scrap time for Green Bay. The rotation is currently being influenced by the Green Bay Goats, and Philly Fighters, you got to find your way back into this one.
They do. Merc gets 2 kills, though, going in and then gets grenaded, so tough for him. But he did find a few kills, maybe getting his team to be able to get on this hill, and that's exactly what's going to happen right now. Now you're going to have all these grenades and stuns coming in as Gothard finds a kill at the bottom, looking for more in that P5 area as the kill's going back and forth. Scap finds 2, looking for more. Now just going to play his life, does get killed in the bottom of P5. It's a very scrappy P5, as you would expect right now, but Philly, I mean, kind of in control as we speak.
Yeah, and 30 seconds left on the clock. It's a very solid hold thus far by the Philly Fighters, making their way back into the Scap. He's trying to be the spoiler, though. He takes the shots, and Gothard does get the cleanup kill. And now the remaining of the scrap time will go the Green Bay Goats. Philly have one more shot to hit this, but it looks like the P1 side, that rotation is so influential. They're trying to go for that, but unfortunately the split push has costed them a little bit of a hill time there. However, Merc does hit ult, gets the kill. Only a 40-point game at this point. The rotation is secured for Green Bay. This can end up being a money hill on this first rotation tag, as the spawns can kind of get weird. The setups can allow for a little bit more mobility out of both teams. It looks like Philly setting up a 4-pronged attack across the map. Jess has made the read correctly. Now the middle push is being forced in now, and 3 go down for the side of Green Bay as Philly Fighters have come in. They've tried their best, and they've gotten a hold on the P1.
They do, and now just trying to hold it. I mean, all things considered, as I say that 3 go down, I mean, things have kind of been good for Philly. Like, they had a really tough start. They've gotten their way back in. Now, you obviously want to get back on this P1. It's still 30 seconds left. You don't want to give Green Bay too much time as they continue to try to pull away. But, I don't know. Like, all things considered, there's been times in this game where it feels like Green Bay should have a bigger lead as they are frying right now as I speak, as they are looking to extend that. You also have those players already on rotation. So, is this where Philly kind of gets put in the blender? We'll have to see. They're going to need a break here on P2 to get, continue to stay in this game.
Yeah, and right now, not a stat line you want to see out of your main AR. 9-19. A little bit of a rough start for Crash here, but knowing that caliber of player that he is, he might be able to turn this one around. As he does pick up 2, actually helps propel the break there from Philly. And a 50-second hold here would not be too bad in helping get back into this game, almost make it a tie game. And right now, the hold has been phenomenal as the kills continue to go the way of the yellow kill feed. However, Green Bay starting to mount their push. Slowly but surely, they wait for the pick. Scat finds one Enzo on the second, but Gothard and Merc quickly reply. Jazz gets taken down on hill, 1 versus 1. You believe it is Zahid versus Merc. However, Zahid has the read, gets him taken down. The spawns, though, for Philly, just so close. And the shots continue to go back and forth. Scap's going to be the last remaining member of Green Bay. And that was a very, very solid hold out of Philly Fighters.
It was, and again, they're just staying in this, right? Like, there's been times, again, where Green Bay looks like they have a hold, and they're just able to break through. But here's a big one here. This P3 hill is going to be big for the determination of this game. Green Bay currently set up for it, but the push is going to come in. Jazz does pick up 1, trying to play his life right now. And again, Green Bay just trying to hold the line, hold this point as long as they can. They're doing a good job right now, pushing out, applying that map pressure. So good job out of them as they've held the first 15 seconds or so. We'll have to see if they can continue to do that.
Yeah, and Scap, he's flying out as he does. Teammate comes out, though, and the pusher now coming on from Philly. Trying to find what they can, playing together. Gothard finds 1 on the early pick. Enzo on the trade, though. Enzo flies out, finds the second, but Merc with the headshot rips him clean down, and Jazz finds the cleanup kill. A bit of a stagger now for Phillies. They're going to have to regroup and figure out what they want to do. Crash, though, finds 1. Gets the shots on the second. Does take him down on the repeat. The pinch, though, from Zahid finds that kill. Merc does not manage to get the trade out. A 2-piece for Zahid as Boozy's on the trade. And the map pressure will flip. Boozy's will be able to hold on to this remaining 10 seconds. However, Green Bay setting up for the P4.
Yeah, and again, another hill where it looks like Green Bay's in control and Philly is finding its way, and only, a handful of points behind here. They definitely are still in this game. Green Bay, though, looking for a big hold here to cement a big lead, but Philly going to try to break in, and they are getting the kills, and look at that, just right in, just like that. Merc finding the kill up top, and Philly again breaking in. It just seems like every hill for the past few hills, Philly is finding a way, and they are staying in this, and now looking to potentially take the lead.
Yeah, but if you're Green Bay Goats, you're fine with trading time as long as you don't trade the lead. At this point, you're ahead. If you get 30 seconds for 30 seconds, you're going to end up winning the game before they can get to 250. But the kills continue to fly the way of Philly. Jazz, though, trying to make a difference, does get taken down on the trade. And looked at those spawns from Green Bay, spawning P1. The pressure from Philly is already towards the P5. It's going to have to be a quick reaction from Green Bay Goats in order to get over here and find some contesting. However, the rotation, 3 of the Philly Fighters already on the new hill. Scap gets spotted out. The kills continue to fly their way. One's close enough to contest it. Zahid, he's going to be able to slide in the hole. Boozies takes him down on a 3 spree of his own. However, the pressure coming out. Gothard finds 1. Crash gets taken down. I believe that was middle. However, Merc on the trade. Boozy's caught switching weapons. And now Green Bay fly in. Jazz literally hopping over the head of Merc. And the pressure relenting as the kills continue to fly their way. Philly Fighters, pressure towards middle. Gonna go through the bottom side, push under well. Can they make the break here? Players off respawn for Green Bay Goats. It's a nade fest right now. Jazz finds the opening kill. Gothard on the quick trade. Challenges out with the pistol. Crash there to help him. Scap takes 1 down, playing his life for the moment, but Crash continues to find those kills. Enzo on the trade, but it's not enough. Despite the flurry of kills, However, Philly fighters have maintained control and are this close to bringing this one within a tie.
They are. It is going to be Green Bay, though, getting the rest of this time. And they're only going to be about 20 points away with this P1 coming up. It's going to be these huge gunfights coming in. Gothard trying to take him down. He does. That's going to be 2 in the way of Philly right now. They have control of this hill so far. And again, there's going to have to be a break from Green Bay. Philly in control. This is going to come down to the wire as they are going to continue to get kills. They've gotten the first 10 seconds or so, and they can't find a way in. Green Bay cannot find a way in. Philly is continuing to get the kills. It's going to come down to his Boozy's challing in the field, and Philly is about to take the lead with 30 seconds left, still in this P1. Coming down to a Boozy's continuing to get the kills, and Philly is just fighting for its life right now. Back and forth game.
Yeah, but finally, Green Bay Goats have managed to break on in. Both teams can win on this hill. Zahid gonna be the first line to defend, sitting on the Godhead. Merc finds the opening pick. Crash takes Enzo down on the flank. Scap flies in. Boozy's on the trade. 1 versus 1 on the hill. Zahid versus Boozy. Zahid wins it with a headshot. Philly gonna be on the backside. The kills continue to fly their way. However, rotation is what matters. You can no longer win on this hill. It looks like Philly have been set up there for quite some time. They know where they need to look. However, Scaps opened the door. He's finding the crack in the armor. Zahid trying to play slow, trying to play methodical. Boozies finds one. Jas in the back gets taken down by Merc. Heads up play there from the veteran. Kills. Slowing down for a second as the pinch develops. Number 2 sliding on out. Zahid finds one, defines the second, but the kills, they come through from Philly. And the players from Green Bay are spawning too far out. Wow. And Philly pull the comeback off. Map 1 to Philly Fighters.
You cannot ask for a better start to this Diamond Championship, as it is going to be the Philly Fighters winning by 6 points. And man, what a map. As you said, I mean, there's a lot of contests on that P1. And Philly just won that rotation to that B2, and they did not let Green Bay in. That we are hopping into this, and map 2 underway.
Yeah, Philly Fighters going to be starting on the offensive side, and Gothard is going to be their bomb carrier, it looks like. Typically does the dirty work for the team, and the opening picks should be coming over towards the A side. Peek out. Jas is in the sightlines. Zahid, though, he gets aggressive and finds the first. Gothard on the nade to Jas. And it looks like Zahid's a bit of an island right now. It looks like the 2 players that were B-side are rotating over for Green Bay. The push, though, it looks like it's trying to come through. It's trying to swing through, and that's a nice double challenge. Gothard picks up Enzo, and Boozy stays alive. 3 versus 2 now. Green Bay Goats are going to have to adjust, figure out what they want to do. And this is a nice good setup out of the Green Bay Goats. Scap has the spawn wrap through. Most surely gets 1, if not 2. They cross in front of him. Zahid has the information at A. Only cross here is through the bottom of the church. If that cross happens, might get a little bit sketchy, but it does look like Philly committing towards the A bomb site, trying to check everything first. And he gets the first spot, finds the first kill, gets away with his life. Now Scap has moved up. A perfect timing out of him, but Boozies reads it, finds the kill there. And Zahid, 2-0 to start. This would be the ace in order to clutch this round. And it looks like the Philly Fighters have made the correct read. They know that he's going to be playing slow, probably top fire. So they're going to lay this bomb down B, and it looks like Zahid has also made a correct read as well. Comes through. Playing it slow from each of these. Zahid spots out one, I believe. No, he didn't spot him out at all, and Boozies takes down the final 2 for the round 1 victory as Philly Fighters go up 1-0.
Yeah, I love that chow and the double chow and the field area. I will say one thing about this Philly team is, despite their search and destroy woes, they are probably the best team I've ever seen at grouping up together, like throughout the map, like the whole round. If you watch the mini map, they are grouped up consistently, especially on that offensive side, and it just allows them to get the trades they need to. So. Good start for them. Obviously, trying to keep that momentum going. Now we'll see if Green Bay can answer here on offense.
Yeah, it looks like Boozies might be doing a similar play as Zahid right around, but he gets taken out. He doesn't watch the behind, and Enzo finds the second one as well. Gothard, though, on the flank, gets read out. And that is a fast offensive round for Green Bay Goats, unless Merc decides to just pop an absolutely insane round and get a 1 versus 4. Finds the first one, but the nades come through, and Green Bay Goats a quick response.
Yeah, that was very convincing, and I loved. I forget who it was already, but that read on that player on the flank was just phenomenal. I think just taking him down. I believe it was Jas. I'm not sure,
Yeah,
but
it was
great play, and Green Bay getting right back into this, obviously, trying to stop that momentum that Philly has gotten, and it looks like it's going to be another A hit here. So we'll see who can find the opening picks, but it's going to be Enzo here for Green Bay, as the gunfight is possibly going down here in the P5 area, but a pretty another kind of quick start to the round here, as we'll see what progresses.
Yeah, and Crash takes down an overly aggressive Zahid in the back of the spawn. Gothard and Boozy have pushed up a bit, but Crash is still kind of on the back line, a little bit of delay. He's kind of picking up the flank. However, they managed to get through all the way in the back of their spawn, and they must be confused. They haven't seen anybody from Green Bay. That like these guys are just not in their spawn. They're not holding the common angles. Where are these guys? And Enzo is probably going to end up being the first point of contact with how far his two teammates are pushed up on the map. And I'm sure that those two are also confused, like, where are these guys at? And Gothard makes a nice read, shuts down Scap in P5, and Crash looks like he wants to rotate this back through his own spawn. They're going through a marathon around Tuscan, and they're going to take this one to the A site. And Jas, he's none the wiser. He's rotating over to this B bomb site. He's trying to check this plant. And it looks like Crash and them have come back swinging through. They catch Jas out on the timing. And that's going to be Enzo in the 1 versus 3. Finds the first kill. 10 seconds left. If he can kill the bomb plant or get away, he might actually have this round. And Gothard, he's none the wiser, but he turns around and gets the shots off. And Philly Fighters run the marathon together as one, and they take down round number 3.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's the most Philly search and destroy round I've ever seen. They're literally just running around the map together in a pack. And that could have got interesting, though. Enzo, if he could have killed the bomb planter, it could have got really bad for Philly, but
Yeah.
they do find it. Gothard sitting at 5-1 right now on the 3 spree, looking to continue that. But that was just a comical round, and like I said, a very Philly-esque round, as Green Bay is going to look to respond here on offense.
Yep, and now it looks like a B push coming out of the way of Green Bay, as one player is going to be Boozies. He's there to read it, takes down one, does not get the snap onto the second, though. The cross is red. Scap is probably going to have to back up here. That's way too much info to be giving up, and Crash, though, he's on the flank. If someone doesn't read that, but it looks like Enzo, he's on to the tactics. He spots him out, so they at least have that info. Unfortunately, not the kill. Middle of the map is wide open if they decide to wrap through. However, a self-made pinch would be made for Philly, so looks like a hard stuck spot for Green Bay Goats. They're going to try to figure out what they want to do, try to move in. And it looks like they're kind of separating, looking for the entry. One player is bottom well, might play spoiler. He backs off, though. Gothard on 3 spree, by the way. A small seed now, but could blossom into something quite beautiful later on. And unfortunately, though, Merc caught out by Jas. And Bomb is so far away from the 2 other players, but the info is there. Trying to wrap it all the way back through to B. Gothard finds the entry on Enzo. This is quite the back and forth round of S&D.
Yeah, this has been like a very weird start to the search and destroy. The bomb is getting planted now onto the site, and again, these Philly players are going to challenge together. Gothard finding the kill. It's going to be last alive here for Jas. He's going to try to find it. The plant is happening. He's going to try to find the kill on the site. Looks like he got off for a second. The gunfight coming in, and he is taken down. And the defuse will come in for Philly. But man, what is happening in this search and destroy? Gothard on the 5, by the way, now. So streaks possibly in his future, which could be huge. And yeah, we have a round coming up. I feel like this is a big round coming up. Like not the swing round yet, but like early swing round almost. Where like if you go down 4-1, if you're Green Bay, when does like that panic start to set in?
Yeah, I'm not really sure if I'm panicked at 4-1, to be honest. I think like the tougher round of between 4-1 and 4-2, like if I go down 4-1, I'm not really that worried about it. The 4-2 round is really where you need your momentum, though, I would say. So I mean, they can win this round and it'll be all good. I'm not concerned if I lose this round if I'm Green Bay. I just go next and hope to get a better set of timings, change something up. And it looks like the better set of timings is what they want. I'm sure the info's come through. Scap definitely saw 2, maybe 3. And it looks like Enzo chows out, finds the first. Gothard on the tree. He's on a 6, mind you. So one more kill, he will have that glide bomb. And it looks like Scap and Zahid are looking for this flank. Gothard gets spotted out. The streak shut down prematurely. And it looks like one player is in the back. Crash takes down Jas. Boozies here to reinforce. A flip in where these players are at. You would almost think that Green Bay Goats run offense with the position of these arrows in the mini-map. Bomb still not going down. Players are playing super slow. No one wants to make a mistake.
Yeah,
Slowly but surely, the push coming in.
yeah, I was gonna say, and it's been like this a lot where it's just you have times of high aggression and then
Mhm,
both teams being very conservative. It's been
mhm,
again a little bit of a weird search, but
mhm,
nonetheless, again, as you see, Philly going in a pack of two right now around this map, trying to get onto this A set again. How many times have we seen Philly wrap through Green Bay's spawn on
mhm.
offense? This bomb gonna possibly go down. Crash does get spotted by Zahid though. He's gonna try to nade this point. Both players there. Does get the
Oh,
hit
he didn't get it
marker.
off?
Oh, he did get it off. And it looks like Scap now in the back. The bomb is planted, but the pinch
Oh,
surely coming
my.
in, and Scap does take down Crash. So Zahid finding that grenade and causing some panic on the site. And Green Bay now taking the round, making it 3-2.
Yeah, I think you just have to stick the plant there on the first one, right? Like, he's just
Yeah.
planning. He basically had it full, like, I don't I just don't see you getting away from that grenade if it would kill you, you know? You just have to stick it, hope your teammate clutches up if it does. I mean, a great round out of Green Bay Goats. It's kind of interesting to see the different play styles between these two teams, right? Like Philly is like stick in a pack, run together, whereas Green Bay kind of ebb and flow a little bit more. You know, like you
Yeah.
see they're kind of like pincering everything. They're going for these wild pinches and stuff. It's great to see. As it looks like Green Bay, they're not going to pick up the bomb. Who really needs it? Is Jazz going to be chowing out? Crash on the early peak though. The shots come
Oh my
through,
god.
and he turns and burns. Jazz gets taken down. Boozy's on the trade. Gother found one earlier as well, so the sub duo now against Scap and Enzo, and oh my lord, Scap chowing out. Goes for the rechow on the last, however, Gother quickly on the trade. And what a fast round to get us back into the swing of things. Enzo, Goth, 1 versus 1. The info comes through with the pistol. Not quite. Challenges with the AR, though. It's all good. Green Bay Goats tie it up 3-3.
Green Bay got some kills that round that they
Yeah.
should not have gotten.
Ooh.
As they are gonna take that round and now tie it up. But good job out of them as they're continuing to fight back and a pretty fast round there. And now we'll see what Philly responds with. They've lost two in a row now, and obviously Gothard was not able to get that streak. So you're looking to again find your groove again, find that momentum. We'll see what site they elect to go to here. As it looks like will be possibly a split push here through A and maybe the B side over here. So we'll see if they can find any picks. But now both players trying to go through well to get in the mid. So both teams kind of find feeling each other out. And now with that info that they have or lack thereof, Philly's going to try to go to this B site.
Yeah, and filling each other out means wall banging through the walls as Enzo finds one unfortunate team kill. He's probably already dead anyways, though, with just the shots coming through from Gothard. That little bit of info given over there, this is like the mind games that we talked about.
Yeah.
Get some shots over at B and kind of trying to like tempt Green Bay to rotate, but then they back up. And I think Green Bay have read this correctly. They're like, we're not so sure that you're gonna be pushing B just yet. We'll kind of hold in position for now. As them I'm willing to bet the grunts were heard from Scap there as
Yeah.
he sits, waits, finds one, finds
Oh,
the second. The sub duo of Philly shut down. And now the last kill comes through as Green Bay Goats down 3-1 have taken the lead 4-3.
dude, it's kind of comical to watch Philly offensively and search.
Yeah.
Like they're just running, literally. Like I feel like they don't stop running in circles
Yeah.
or trying to take routes, and it's funny. But again, Green Bay has responded here, 3 straight rounds, and they're looking good right now. So now looking to go up 5-3 on this
Mhm.
offense, and I'm sure this is a round Philly definitely wants
Yeah.
as they will look to even this game back up.
Yeah, this is one of those rounds that I would say is a must-win round. Obviously, you do not want the other team to go up to map point, and Enzo, he's finding that early blood, doing as he does on a 4 streak right now. But he has like Gothard slipped the net. Zahid on the read, but gets taken down. The headshots come through. That's gonna be bombed down. So they will get the indicator once bomb is picked up, and Gothard catches into switching weapons. And now a 2 versus 3 for Green Bay as the hero Gothard 12-4 through this map. He is not stopped
Oh.
until Scap shows up on scene. I feel like he's been the boogeyman of Gothard this whole game, doing as he does. 2 versus 2 now. Scap's got the bomb, has to work a plant somewhere, but 45 seconds on the clock. A lot to work with.
Yeah, and we've seen this story before. We have two Philly fighters in the Green Bay spawn once again, and now it looks like Green Bay is going to take the time to get this bomb down. The timing will work out for them here. It looks like is Scat now trying to find the kill on the player on tree and does get it. Now a 2v1 situation. for Boozies, as he's going to have to find 2 and the defuse, trying to work through this mid-map area right now. And both players for Green Bay just waiting in this field area as the gunfight's going to come in. He is taken down, and Green Bay with 4 straight rounds now on match point.
Yeah, and honestly, Scap has been the hero of Green Bay's side as well. He's on 10-4. He's on a 5 streak right now. He's finding the ways, the kills, the routes in order to shut down those crucial plays out of Philly fighters. And you know, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if you're Philly, you're really looking at Merc to step it up. Not necessarily just in the kill department, but some of the plays, you know, just kind of pushing out without his teammates, you know, not coordinating. And just kind of looking at him. If he can pick this up, this is certainly a winnable map. The nades, though, start to come through, and Green Bay goes. Scat finds 2 with the nade, and he's got a glide bomb to work with here. He can call this whenever he wants. However, a refrag there from Merc, and there's the glide bomb. Scat finds that one. He's got the info on the last. Goes for the ace, and he cleans it up for Green Bay Goats. That's going to be 1-1.
Wow. Yeah, and man, Scap went absolutely off on that last round. Like you had kind of mentioned it too. Like Scap finished as 14-4, so he got his due. But like it felt like he had about 30 kills on that map. I don't know if it's just me, but like he was finding so many kills. And we will see here. Green Bay starting on the attacking side. And we'll see if they get interesting or if they will go traditional, which it looks like they're just gonna go for this traditional A side hit through mid. Zahid trying to find the kills in mid, does find one before getting taken down. Trade's coming back and forth here right now as Gothard finding 2 to start before getting taken down, and now Green Bay just soaking up that time right now on the A side as Boozy's finding the kill in top fire there, and now they will look to break in here through mid map.
Yeah, great pinch out of him to find 1, but the pressure on this A side is pretty overwhelming as they just continue to fly out and find these kills. And that's most certainly going to be a stack on the A point, at least 2, if not 3. However, the kills do go a bit split, and so only 1 player will be staying on, and you kind of want to milk these kills here, I would say. Give yourself as much of an advantage to, you know, push onto that B zone later in the round, but here comes the push, the wave of yellow fly through the map. They clear off the A zone, and here comes the pressure. Lay it on thick towards the spawn. Jas is going to be the gatekeeper, though. Finds the first. Merc finds 1. Can he get the second? No. Scap with the headshots take him down, and but Gothard is the Reaper. What gunfight is that? As he takes those kills, the guy is still hot off of that S&D performance, and he wants to make this one count.
Yeah, I mean, he's been frying right now. Zahid, though, on the flank, does find 1 before getting taken down. And Gothard on the 5, looking for more here, does find the 6. Now just trying to play his life, 1 off the streak, as he does get taken down before. So, tough for them. But right now, I mean, Philly doing well right now. There's going to be a player, though, on the site, on the B side here for Green Bay, is now the contest coming in. They should give them clearance to potentially get this A zone, and they will lock in another minute of time. But, I mean, right now, Philly's doing a good job. They have the live advantage right now by 5, as they will look to continue to take that moving forward.
Yeah, you're not really at all upset about, you know, giving up the A point at that. You know, it's a minute 30 on the clock. You're up 5 lives. You know, Green Bay have 2 good pushes, and then the round's over. So, on the B zone, which is one of the, like, the hardest almost to take in the game, you're not really worried if you're Philly. You can just sit back, relax, and I think that's what Merc's doing here. He is just waiting, has the first one in his sights, takes him down. Boozies as well on the other side finds 1, and they've got Green Bay almost dead to rights here as Boozies pops a nice 2-piece right in front of us. We got the spectator view. Thank you, Merc. And he'll be on a 6 streak as we speak, and 5 lives remaining. Crash making it 4 as he is just getting aggressive. And that's been the name of the game for Philly fighters this round, I would say.
It has, and Green Bay not done yet, finding a few kills, but only 4 lives left. No ticks of progression on that point. Now the pinch coming in. Gothard finding 1, finding 2, finding 3! Gothard! Are you kidding me? Can he finish on the round? He can't. The trade coming in, though. And wow, what a way to end that round for Philly. No ticks for Green Bay, so a really, really good round there for Philly. But wow, what an end to that round.
Yeah, so Green Bay will be up 3 ticks, but practically nothing at the end of the day when you consider Philly fighters. I mean, all you have to do is match on the A zone. You cap the A zone. You're basically chilling because you also have the life advantage by like 10. So if you match ticks at the end of the day, you're getting defense. But I don't think they're going to match ticks. I think they want to get this at least one tick towards the B zone. Off rip and Zahid. He's going to be the gatekeeper here. Finds the first, strips on the second, and gets the headshot, but crash on the trade. Enzo finds the third. Merc left alone by himself. Probably not going to be able to get anything over towards the B zone, but it's certainly giving you clearance over towards A, as Merc's trying to apply some more pressure down the middle of the map through Church. Trying to get the flank off. Does not manage to do so, as the 3 kills go the way of Green Bay Goats. Crash left in the 1 versus 3. Gets taken down, and we're off to respawns once again.
Yeah, I actually love that play out of Philly, like the idea of going to that B point, but Zahid was there to shut it down, and ultimately now putting Philly in a little bit of a tough position, at least to start, as they are now getting on this A point. But I like the idea, like if you can get a tick there, to, like give yourself an advantage going forward, and it looked like, you know, they had the advantage. It was like a 4v1 kind of push that he took down 2, and then it just kind of fell apart. Yeah,
that's just kind of the problem with that play. Like, if you just can't let Zahid pop 2 there. Like, if it's a 1-for-1 trade, you'll accept that, right? Because you still have, like, probably a 3 versus 1 coming up with the guy radio. You're not really worried about that. You probably get on B and actually take a point, but now we're starting to get a little bit dicey here, as up 6 lives, Green Bay Ghosts have kind of relegated Philly Fighters into this zone, and they've managed to find them before they take the second tick. Gothard tries to do what he can, but Jazz turns around with the help of Scap, and the pre-fire out of Scap onto that read for Crash. What a kill that is. Zahid on the flank, playing these cuts in these fire stairs, just waiting, takes down 1. That was L, I believe, actually. Boozies, though, on the trade. Merc from long distance takes the kill. 25 seconds on the clock, and enough pressure here would capture the A zone. Boozies, though, trying to do what he can. With the help of Merc, they find the first. Number 2, Enzo. He is wrapping fully through, finds the first, tries to snap for the second. 2 ticks of progress. All 3 are stacked on each other. Jazz finds 1. Enzo finds the second. Gothard Child's out. He finds 1. However, relegates himself. He pushes through the middle church. Scap is there. 1 player on B, though. What will they do? This is a decision to make. Do we give up the entire side of A to go for B? They will. Jazz is going to be the entry contact here. Trying to kick down the 1. He does after a kill goes the way. Zahid. Left towards A. If he can make a big play here, he could prevent this zone from being captured. He is waiting. He is creating his own timing. He slides out into it, gets taken down, and the pinch is in as well from Boozies. Finds 1, finds the second with Crash. And that is most certainly going to be the A zone captured. A minute to complete that tick. As Green Bay Goats up 5.
They are, but yeah, I was going to say, the lives dwindling. That was a more important play than, you know, you'd think, though, because they do get that 3 ticks. So it does go to that round 5. At this point, they are tied up, but it was looking really, really grim there for a moment. Crash the last alive, taking down 2 before he goes out. So 1v7, I'm sure that's an easy enough clutch for him as try to find that player. But yeah, I mean that's a huge play. You get those ticks back, and you know it was looking like they might not capture that A point, but they do in the end.
He's kind of just, you know, he's on a 4 streak, so he's kind of just playing and picking for these kills. I don't think he has any intention of hopping the point, right? Yeah. Like, he's kind of just shooting around trying to find some kills. Oh, that's a nice one if you want to add that to the collection. However, it does get taken down. But more importantly than the streak, he's also thinking about the life count, right? They won off lives massively. It was over 10 in their first round. By matching ticks, then it goes to kills, and Green Bay only won by about 6 there. But I think it was 7 to be exact. So Philly has the life lead if this doesn't come down to ticks. So if you get a shutout here on Green Bay, they don't get any ticks at all. You basically secured yourself the round 5 defense and probably the win.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, it was really important for them to get on that A point, and they did that. And then, as you said, yeah, like just making sure that you're not getting obliterated in the live count, as they brought it back a little bit. So now, looking to get to the point is Scap with a nice little flick there under the player. The kill's going the way right now at Green Bay. It looks like Philly sent 2 to B off the rip. They didn't want any shenanigans over there, so they're fine with giving up this this A point for now. Green Bay's gonna have plenty of time as Zahid playing a little bit of a cruddy spot here, but finding the kills, and just like that, Green Bay, I was gonna say are gonna get that A point, but they are gonna leave it for now, and look now to go over to this B side.
Yeah, I think they're kind of just wanting to milk that as long as they can in order to get these kills, and that's a nice set of shots out of Jazz there on a 5 streak of his own. 2 players on top radio. He's going to be left alone towards B, and here will be the hop towards A in order to get that one captured. And You know, I've always said, right, like 2 minutes, not a whole lot of time to control, especially when you're working around players like Philly. So with this life count, it's going to be hard to cap B, but their strategy might not be to cap B here. It might just be to get a tick, maybe two, and try to secure that round number 5 as the kills have been a bit staggered at this point. Green Bay is over the map, as is Philly. The kills, though, come the way of Philly playing these credit cuts. They find the kills. Zahid flies out to find one, but at this point, it's going to be all defense.
Yeah, and this is what we've kind of seen all year from control, but Crash finding a couple kills here, and Green Bay just kind of stuck here on this on the roof side, and Philly just doing a good job of holding an FB right now. Is Crash gonna find another one on a 5 spray again? Boozy's finding Zahid with a grenade, and again, I mean it could come down to kills in the end. So like these kills are important. As I mean, Green Bay is. Philly is making sure that Green Bay does not get anything onto this B site, and they're doing a really good job of holding it down right now. But lives at the moment, almost even, so a lot to be left here with 48 seconds left.
Yeah, now the spawns have been a little bit staggered. You're a bit closer in lives. You know, time is an issue, but this is definitely possible for 1, if not 2 ticks for Green Bay. The trades do come through. Zahid on the read on the flank. A great set of shots out of him. This battle inside church. Scap wins it. You can flood the point. They're off respawn here. However, one player, Gother, is on pushing out Plaza. He makes the read, does not get the kill. Gother managing to win an absurd gunfight top plat. And now the push is slowed down drastically from Green Bay as Philly fighters have surged forward. Boozy's Enzo both find one respectively. Crash, though, takes down 2. And that's going to be all left up to Zahid to make a play in order to try to get these points. He finds 2. 5 seconds left. He can hop this. His Scap finds 1 as well, but he gets cut down from behind. Gother, the saving grace to prevent any shenanigans. And Philly fighters, they just need 3 ticks here on offense.
Yeah, and it was a really good play by Gother, like, because if Zahid gets on this point, he stalls the time. There was 3 down for Philly, but he put himself in a position to get the kill and pretty easily. And yeah, and now you go on offense here if you're Philly, in a position to get that defense for round 5, and I'm sure that's what they're going to look to do. Obviously, want to win this round and end it here, but more importantly, just get the ticks you need for that round 5.
Yeah, so I'm sure that Green Bay Goats are fully pushing all of their stuff towards A, just sending 1 to B as a cursory check, crash on the trade after 2 fall. And Scap, long distance challenge with the sub, treating it like an AR. Zahid on the flank, a bit of a clasp coming down now onto a zone. Gother, though, once again going huge, finds the opening, kills Zahid on the flank, finds 1, finds the second on the Boozies. For the trade, though, from Crash, he challenges back out, takes down Jas. Nice shots out of him, and that might be the A zone done and dusted. Now, all you have left to play for is the round 1 if you want to go for it. You've tied yourself up in ticks. Now, just get 1 tick on B. You've secured yourself that round 5.
They have, and it's going to have to be the push, a push coming in here is, both teams really haven't been able to formulate anything to this B zone. Defensively on both sides, it's been a really good job of keeping the offensive team out. And right now, Philly just trying to probably get in a position where they can push this together. It is Green Bay finding the kills as of right now. Scap on the flank again. That's going to be a few down. And again, another situation where now you're going to have to try to find your way back in. As it's just been really, really tough right now. Both teams playing so well defensively.
Yeah, and they've got themselves a setup. They're watching the cross. They're watching the pushes, too, go down from Philly. 2 have slipped the net. Trying to wait for reinforcements, possibly with the nade comes through, injures Crash, half health. He's gonna regen. Push slowly but surely as 1 gets picked off in the back. That's the entry. Zahid on the trade. Merc as well finds that kill. However, Scap, the guy's been a demon. He finds 1, traded out once again. The kills, however, with the spawns being as close as they are, continue to fly the way of Green Bay. Boozy's trying to do his work. He's on a 3-speed right now. Guy is plus 10, by the way. No small feat against a team of this caliber. Gets taken down, though, by Zahid. That'll be the point cleared off. And a 4-life advantage to Green Bay, as it's just been defense nonstop.
Yeah, it has been, and just trying to find the opening is Philly, but there you go. Jas taking 2 down. Like, there just hasn't been that time right now for the offensive sides, and again, it's going to be it looks right now like another defensive round win. So you know, as we've been saying, that round 5 defense is going to be so important, especially in a game like this. Now, Philly, let's see what they do here. So it looks like they're going to try to go through P5. They do find 2. Now maybe the push coming in. You got player number 6 in the back. That's Merc. Finding the kills. I mean, they found a few here. Is this their opportunity? It's going to be Jazz waiting on this area. Gets
Ooh,
the 2 kills, though. 1 with the pistol. That's a big kill.
4.
He's also on 6, by the way. So with 16 seconds left, now what do you do? If you're Philly, do you shut this down now? I'm not sure. He's going to sit in this mid-map area to try to find anybody. But yeah, I mean, it's been defense all of this game.
I think you have to shut this down, right? Because now it's going to lives, and I'm not confident that Philly fighters have the life lead. I'm really not confident in it.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. This is going to be a coin flip, and this is likely going to decide the game right here, right? Like, round 5 defense, you know, you've got everything you want. At this, you can give A up for free if you're both of these teams, and unfortunately for Green Bay, Philly Fighters won out the slaying contest. And Philly Fighters will have your round 5 defense.
Yeah, they will. I thought Jess got taken down, Dan. I guess it was after the time, because I was going to say you could also lose your glide bomb. But now you have 2 players on a 6 spree. Zahid in this mid-map area trying to find a freebie. Oh, I thought he had it there, but Gother gets the kill. And, yeah, I mean, this is now... sorry, I'm like scrambled here. Green Bay now on the offensive side. They are going to try to capture this A point, but as we've seen so far, it has been almost impossible to do anything on that B point. And I mean, wow.
Yeah.
Philly just coming back with 4 down just like that. And now you see the map pressure. This is not good for Green Bay.
We call this one jungling, where you get all 4 down at A, they spawn up B, and you just go ahead and cut off spawns like your boozies. He is a magician. He is a circus act. The juggler has come to play. It looks like Green Bay are trying to force themselves out of this spawn, but it is just non-stop trapping out of Philly Fighters. Like, this is demolition pubs right now. Gother is the gatekeeper, is the first to go down. Jazz finds that kill. Uzis picks up 1. It looks like Zahid trying to go on a play through bottom church. Merc doing what he can on his own at the A site, finds 1. He takes the challenge, however, Jazz snips off his head. Crash on the challenge again, gets taken down. This guy, unkillable, except if you're Gother who finds him. And the kills do finally come through. Green Bay will capture the A zone, but down 5 lives a minute 40. Down 6 lives a minute 30. Difficult.
Yeah, lots to do. By the way, I'm absolutely faded. I was looking at objective kills when I was talking about the kill streak, so nothing going away of kill streaks right now. And now again, if you're Green Bay, just trying to find the opening, that is 3 down, and now they will look to move in as Boozy's finding the kill in the radio area. It does get taken down, but again, it's just been so hard to formulate anything. Like it just, both teams have not been able to push through at any points. And I mean, Green Bay again looks like they're gonna try to group up, but I don't know. Philly looking good right now.
I'm always hesitant to say like solo plays are good, but I really do think it takes like a solo push, maybe a duo push through the back to get them spawning field, and then the other 2 collapse on the front. Like maybe right now, where Scap is, he might be blocking those spawns, but he's not close enough in the back. They're gonna be able to spawn up quick. Zahid gets taken down. Crash finds a 2-piece. Gother finds the 3rd, and it's just not enough. Scap trying to do what he can, but he gets taken down. A double life advantage for Philly, 16-8. It's 2 good pushes for Green Bay, and that's all they have. Not even if you got cuts played like this. Gother, Crash pushing up, doing what they can. 30 seconds left on the clock. Boozies is coming in with the cleanup crew. Man, oh man, Green Bay, you did your best, but on a defensive-sided map like this, there's not much left to do.
Nope, and Gother's going to put the cherry on top here. Scap's going to try to find his way in the back, and you have all these Philly players pushing up, but it is just a matter of time. Is Scap the last alive? Does find 1, but in a 1v14 situation, has to get on the point. Everybody's going to know where he is, and as it will be Philly taking this and going up 2-1 in the series. Philly is continuing to write the Cinderella story, man. It's been incredible.
Yeah, now it's Dav Hardpoint, right?
Yeah.
It's tough to say who you give this one to. Obviously, you're looking for AR dominance, right? At all. And this is a must.
Yeah, I mean, I have to agree. I mean, this was like one of the Hardpoint maps where there's a lot of money hills or potential for money hills. Yeah. So exactly, and you can chain hills together on this map very, very easily, as we are going to head to this P1, and all these players fighting for this at the moment. It is worth noting Green Bay did spawn on the P3 side for now, so we'll say, but just like that,
Yeah.
like clockwork, the spawns flipped, and Philly is in control of this opening hill. They got the opening kills, and this is a really good start so far. Just 30 seconds in.
Yeah, the game can definitely hear us with that call as the spawns just flip. And I mean, it's been all Philly all day as they've dominated this kill feed, and with that information of crash spawning out there, they know to turn around and look towards the P4 side. The pinch now coming through. Scap Enzo find two. Scap finds another one, and he'll break onto this hill for the last 10 seconds, but 30 to 10 trade, you're fine with that for Philly. It's now the rotation over to P2, which Green Bay are also contesting. They've got 2 players there as well, and Zahid, he has pushed himself up to the P5. He is looking to play some cuts. Finds one, doesn't quite actually, as he gets the help with Enzo. He's sliding around, slippy sliding. Gothard gives away his information, 1 P5. No one's on hill for Green Bay. Come on, what are you doing? Hop the point. You need to get some points here. The kills, though, pinstripe kill feed as they go back and forth. Enzo, Jess, they find the third. It'll have to be a regain push here for Philly. As the push slides in, Gothard going for the kill, gets taken down. A 4 versus 3 now. As it looks like Green Bay Goats have rebounded from going 4 down a couple of times in the game.
Yeah, and they've rebounded well, because that, like, was so dominant the first, like, 45 seconds for Philly. I was like, man, this is worrying, but they've come back. Philly does have those spawns for P3, and I would expect them not to push this point too much. I mean, there is nobody on point right now for Green Bay, but just setting up for this area is going to be number 8. It's going to be Enzo possibly slipping to the back as he is shut down. And Philly will have the control here for this P3. Let's see if they can make it a money hill.
Yeah, honestly, this is a good setup. The P1 control is the most important thing on this map for this hill because you can look over it both ways, and they've got the info now. Gothard finding the opening pick. The rest of Green Bay has flown in behind Merc as they get the trade. They'll probably be able to spawn their teammate back here. Yes, they will, but that P1 control, that's going to have to be contested. Jazz or somebody will have to make the play. Nades are certainly going to be flying at Boozies, but Gothard makes the head-up play to push through. Finds 2, crash on 1 as well, and that was a heads-up, a bold move from Gothard to go himself on to the 3 streak. However, Green Bay Goats still spawning in the back here. You can push this on and get the lead for one moment, but Merc looking over. Boozies finds 1. He flies out, gets taken down. A bit ambitious there from the boy. However, you don't even have rotation if you're Philly. A misplay of proportions there as Green Bay Goats have ult for a time and have the new spawns, but that 1v1 cements it as they'll be the kings of P4 to start.
I have to look back at that. I looked at the map right before the spawn happened. I thought that Philly would have had those spawns back there. Apparently not, as Green Bay gets it and gets a break here as they are in control of this and they are finding the kills. As Scap on the hill making plays here. Merc the last alive there for Philly for the moment. But man, that was crazy. I did not expect Green Bay to spawn there.
Yeah.
Philly though doing a good job to get back on this hill, and so far through the first 4 hills, it's been a very close game.
Yeah, the spawns were kind of interesting there, but Philly have done their due diligence. They have managed to break through. The spawns are still in the back for Green Bay at this point. Actually, never mind, as we get a nice split spawn. As Green Bay are spawning everywhere on the map, apparently. As the kills fly through for Philly, they're going to be able to tie this up, plus some, as they're going into this next P5. Enzo trying to control the P1 zone, as is Scapoon trying to control the top P2, the top vote area. The push forming for Philly now. Enzo finds the opening. Scap has information on the one up top. Gets taken down. Some nice shots there. Gothard as well finds one. He's on the flank. That guy's been taking routes all series. What do you expect? And that's a nice, clean break out of Philly, but the spawns are still in the back for Green Bay for the moment.
They are. It's going to be Gothard here in the position. I mean, at some point, you'd expect Green Bay to spawn on the other side of the map, and literally the other side of the map. So Gothard on the 5 spree right now, and Philly is in control at this point. They are in the power positions as well. And this is where they're looking to get the rest of this time. It's going to be Green Bay possibly pushing to the back. Crash does find the kill. One more player back there in Jazz. And now Green Bay spawning back to that P5 side. So it's been just back and forth so far as Philly holding this lead right now. They have extended after that last hill. And now going back to this P1, I feel like this is a big hill. This could be a make or break hill going forward. I mean, obviously a lot of time left, but Philly, if they can get a lot of points here, this will put Green Bay in a very tough situation.
Yeah, it looks like Green Bay, though, have managed to get the initial wave down, so they'll be trying to hold on, but that's a nice couple of picks out of Merc. Gothard Boozies adds on. Crash one for the team ace. Never mind. Gothard, go ahead, steal that kill. The guy has been going off all series. He is in final form right now. And, I mean, that is just a break that cannot happen. That just happens out of sole aggression from Green Bay, getting punished by a great play out of Philly. I mean, the kills continue to fly their way. The kill feed has been all yellow for like the past minute. Zahid finally makes a dent, but can it turn into anything? I'm not quite sure. The kills, he finds 2, gets taken down, 2 versus 2 for the hill. Gothard team kills, maybe you can lay on a bit of pressure. 15 seconds though, who really cares? What matters is that A, Gothard's on a 5 streak, he might get a glide bomb, and B, you're focused on P2.
You are, and again, I mean, Philly, oh my god, just getting more of those rotational gunfights. It is all Philly right now, and this is spiraling out of control. If you're Green Bay, you need to do something fast. Philly at 171, now hopping on this time as they look to extend this lead, but this is not going the way that Green Bay would want it to, as Philly is going to look to, again, pull, I mean, almost the 100-point lead. And this is now do or die time for Green Bay.
Yeah, now Green Bay trying to mount their own, one of their only good pushes, it seems like, as Boozy's a sitting middle tank. Crash helps him out there as Gothard pushes out with a sub from Top Church. They continue to one and again find the kills. Scap's going to be close, takes down one, gets taken down the rat from Crash. Merc ripping heads, the pressure laid on thick. It's do or die for Green Bay Goats. One good hold ends the game for Philly Fighters. And there's a possibility for a 100-point club here if the Green Bay Goats don't get careful. Boozy's on a 4 streak of his own, trying to go for these streaks. Scap picks up 2, though. Gonna be huge for guessing onto this point. Enzo finds 1 as well. Scap continues to fly out. Zahid pushes up the P1. 100-point club avoided. But if you want to bring yourself back into this game, you have to hold all of this time. Any time goes the way of Philly, this is probably a done dusted Zill. Zahid holding the cut, but the reads out of Gothard, out of Merc. The kills fly through once again. Time after time, Green Bay try to get something going, but Philly Fighters shut it down. The kills continue to go their way. Only about 40 seconds left until the W comes through for them. And it looks like, look exactly where Green Bay are spawning. No spawn shenanigans this time. You will not be spawning out towards P4. You will be staying right back there. Are you serious, Gothard? Turning and burning onto Jazz. The kills continue to go their ways. Zahid and Scap try to push up, try to make a dent, but the kill comes through, holds on to the spawns for Philly. And this is probably going to be the dagger, the nail in the coffin. Can Philly figure out what they want to do, how they want to hold against this upcoming Green Bay Goats push? Jazz Scap, they find 2. Can they push on through? Can they make something happen? 10 seconds to win. Boozies is on the time. Here comes the pinch from Jazz. He gets around the back. The contest is in. The kills are there. And Green Bay Goats live to see another day. However, here comes another push. And the spawn in the back. They spawn in the back. Boozies is in the back as well. Here comes the pinch. A self-made one. The game has handed it to him. However, a good hold by Green Bay Goats as they continue to find these kills, keeping them trapped in the back. This would be huge for a rotation if it does go to the P5. Crash finds 2. Here comes the break-in. The Boozies finds 1 more. 5 seconds to win. If you're Philly, they can win it here. You have to push it if you're Green Bay. The team nade comes through. Philly Fighters. When the old man dies on the throne, the son becomes the king. That's how dynasties work.
That is a dominant win there for Philly. Dude, they were feeling themselves. Did you see some of the gunfights they were taking? Like, they were just flying through the map. They had it, and they complete the Cinderella story. I just can't believe it, man. Like,